Welcome to Church versus the World, the channel where I talk about things that you and I might find interesting. I'm your host, Church, and I remember whenever I was a wee little lad, some of my favorite comic book characters, some of my favorite cartoon characters, some of my favorite characters in literature in general were typically female. Why? Because I was a young, growing boy and had a thing for girls. And some of them were just really good written characters. As I grew up and developed in writing and decided I liked being a writer, I some of my favorite characters in the books that I write are females, but they are not the ones that I base on myself. Hence is part of the topic we are talking about today. 7-year-old James Younger, the child's mother, who, okay, I got the article right here. I know you can't read it, but I'm going to post it on my Facebook. The mother is a pediatrician named Dr. Ann Georgulus. I'm probably butchering her name. Don't care. Georgulus. Well, anyway, she's a pediatrician. And she has decided that her 7-year-old child, must be a transgender. She calls her son Luna and dresses him like a female, wraps a towel around his head so that he has hair. Like, she's nuts. All because the child's favorite character on Teen Titans Go is Starfire. That is her reason. Yeah, that's her reason for wanting to pump her child full of hormone blockers, lop his genitals off, and make him a female because the child likes Teen Titans Go and likes Starfire. What kind of... No, I want to keep this one PG because I'm hoping more people check it out, because this video, out of all the ones that I've ever made, is the one I hope gets the most attention. This is a topic that I feel very strongly about. Very. Because recently, the father of this poor boy okay, I'll just read the article to you. I'll read the article. On Friday evening, Judge Kim Cook was recused from her role in the case surrounding the custody of the alleged transgender 7-year-old James Younger. In October, Judge Cook ruled Texas father Jeffrey Younger, okay, yeah, that's his name, has say in the boy's transition, which is being facilitated by James's mother and Younger's ex-wife, Dr. Ann Georgulus, a pediatrician. Younger is in staunch opposition to the gender transition, contending that his son is a healthy boy, not a girl named Luna trapped in a boy's body. The judge who ruled to grant joint conservatorship to the two parents fighting over the gender of the 7-year-old boy was recused from the case today at the order of another judge, Madeline Jacob. Okay, that's it. Friday. Okay. Nope. Oh, that was the reporter's name. My bad. Judge Tina Callahan, a retired district court judge, recused Kim Cook of the 255th Dallas District Court from James Younger's case. Judge Cook will not hear the motion. Dr. Ann Georgulus. Wait. Okay. Sorry, you guys. My phone's cracked. You can't tell, but it's kind of hard to read. Okay, so Judge Kim Cook of the 255th Dallas District Court from James Younger's case. Judge Cook will not hear the motion Dr. Ann Georgelis filed to uphold the jury's original. Okay, so the jury decided that there should be sole conservatorship, but they never said to who, the mom or the dad. Oh, the judge change it. The judge change comes from George Alyssa's complaint about Judge Cook and filed a motion seeking to remove her from the case, as noted by the Daily Wire in November. According to the Dallas Morning News, George Alyssa is now seeking to have Judge Cook recused and filed a motion to conform to the jury's verdict, granting the mother sole custody of James and Jude. According to George Alyssa's Judge Cook should be recused from posting about the case on social media. The female judge shared a post from the Daily Morning News a friend had shared and captioned with, "The governor nor any legislator had any influence in the court's decision." Georgilis also filed a motion on November 5th seeking Judge Cook's ruling to be overturned, as noted by Dallas Morning News. Before Cook ruled that Younger should have say in his son's gender transition, the jury said there should be sole conservatorship over the boy, and Mr. Younger should not be the person with said sole conservatorship. The jury never explicitly ruled that the mother should be the person either. The motion filed by Dr. Georgilis' lawyer argues that only one option exists, and Georgilis should be named sole managing conservator, reported by the Dallas Morning News. Okay. Last month, folks close to Younger posted photos of James and his twin brother, both dressed as boys, at school. They were hit with a gag order following Judge Cook's October ruling. Going to school, this is what it looks like when James gets to choose. That's the Facebook post that got apparently gag ordered from. Yeah. It showed the boy with their father. Also taken yesterday before church, James and Jude. All these pictures of this kid dressed as a boy. And I've seen this man on social media with his son. The boy likes being a boy. The boy has no problem being a boy. The only time I've ever seen the kid dressed up like a girl is in the videos the mom posted, and the kid looks so uncomfortable. Like, why am I doing this? Like, it's disgusting. It's child endangerment at its finest. I mean, this woman has no regard for her son, who obviously enjoys being a boy. I mean, I'm all about, the right to choose, but let the kid grow up. Let him grow up and then choose. There's no harm in that. None. I mean, if he's comfortable being a boy, like, okay, the statistics speak for themselves. People who go through the transitional surgery, the suicide rate is just as high as if they don't. But kids grow out of gender dysphoria. Except there's a minute fraction of kids that don't grow out of it by the time they're 23, 24. I mean, by the time your brain fully, develops, most children grow out of that. It's like a stage. The ones that don't, it's the ones that don't. Okay, half of the ones that don't grow out of it wind up committing suicide. Half of that actually get the surgery, and most of them still commit suicide. Like half of that number. So it's a very minuscule number. And this woman is trying to take those options off the table for her child altogether. The half of the half of the half. She's wanting to shove this kid into that minority. I mean, that's child endangerment at its finest. This woman doesn't care about what her child wants. She only cares about pushing her own agenda, and it's sick. It is sick. Now that I've spent 10 minutes talking about that, there is so much more in my bag today. I am so pissed off. I mean, because it's not just this poor James Younger kid that's getting tossed around in the media. It's Greta Thunberg. She's one. That poor girl. She she's she's a moron. Like, straight up. Okay. Greta Thunberg, born on January 3rd, 2003, is a Swedish environmental activist on climate change whose campaigning has gained international recognition. This child needs to shut up and go back to school. The only reason she started getting notably famous was because she started cutting class and going and protesting instead of going to school. All of this started because the little brat didn't want to go to school, and her mommy kept dressing her in Antifa shirts. And she was like, "How dare you?" Oh, I mean, no, that whole speech was stupid because they're wanting to. Okay, even if every country in the world except for China, because China is responsible for most of our emissions in the world. China is responsible for, like, I think 85% of emissions. Even if you take away the emissions that we're doing ourselves, there would still be global climate change at the rate it's happening at. I think our emissions only, yeah, I mean, it's, oh, I'm not going to pretend to know all of the, statistics. I'm not a statistical type of guy. I look them up and read them for myself, but all you got to do, okay, I'm going to sound like Chank from the fucking Young Turks here. Oh, take a shot. Google it. Like, fine, but I mean, it's all minuscule. The numbers are so minute that it's pathetic. Like, even if you take away all of it, there's still going to be global climate change. And on top of that, I think half of the stuff they blame on climate change is a hoax. But that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother video later. I am talking about children and the way that our country is using them to further their own bullshit agendas. They're using Greta Thunberg for that. They're using David Hogg is an American gun control activist and student who survived the Stoneman Douglas High School shooting on April 14th, 2018. Following the shooting, became a gun control advocate and an activist against gun violence in the United States. Again, you could pass all the laws in the world saying that we can't have guns. There's still going to be shootings because you can if you take away all the guns from the law-abiding citizens, there's going to be more shootings because no one will be able to defend themselves. All you're going to have is the criminals who are going to get guns anyway. No one thinks at all. They think that taking away M16s and AK-47. Okay, for one, AR does not stand for assault rifle. You're an idiot if you think that. You are a complete idiot. And for two, David Hogg, I understand he went through some things. I mean, that's traumatic. That's traumatic to the core. But speaking out against guns, it's not the way to solve psychopaths with guns. I mean, you want to stop school shootings, I say, I say, I say that you should give teachers classes on how to use them guns because because these teachers are great. They are willing to die for these children. They use themselves as human shields for these poor kids. Give the teacher a fighting chance. And my final bitch of the night. This one's good. Desmond is amazing. Is a 12-year-old drag kid awarded the LGBTQ advocate spokesman, gay youth editorial, and run. Wait. Did they just make some shit up and give it to him because he's a 12-year-old gay kid who likes to dress up? Anyway, they're letting 12-year-olds do drag shows. That's child endangerment. He's like, I feel so pretty when I dress up as a girl, and all these old guys want to shake dollars at my ass. I'm like, no, that's so sick and pathetic. Those parents should not have this poor kid. This would not have passed when I was a kid because it's wrong. You're pretty much letting this kid go up there and shake his ass for dollars in front of a bunch of old perverts. It's wrong. It's wrong. Fuck. It's wrong. I don't think that you people have, like, the people that like this shit have no sense of right and wrong. They're all like, oh, we have to be accepting of what? Kids getting their no-nos touched? Like, no wonder y'all are voting for Joe Biden. What the hell? No wonder. I mean, it's like Epstein was their god. Ah! What the fuck? What the fuck? I'm not even really going to try to be funny in this video because this topic is one that I don't... There is no humor in it. There's no humor in using children at all. I make a bunch of Greta Thunberg jokes and a bunch of Epstein jokes, but there is nothing funny about using children. And I really want this video to get pushed because people need to know about this shit. And they need to take a look in the mirror. If you're using children in this manner, you got some live shit to think about. Because nothing is right about any of this that I've talked about tonight. Nothing. Like, look at that. Nothing is right about that. I'll make another video later where I'm actually in a good mood and laughing, and I'll make some fucking wisecracks and jokes. But this is not a... Okay. Greta Thunberg. Okay, for one, the reason her shit don't make no sense. She took a yacht. She took a yacht or sailed on a sailboat or something across the Atlantic to lower emissions. Well, guess what? Her entire crew took a plane back home. She didn't kill any shit emission. No. And David Hogg, teach that kid about gun safety and give him a gun when he's 18 and let him try. Yeah, I bet he'll be the next Coleon Black. I mean, yeah, this shit gets my blood boiling. And that Desmond kid, he's probably a victim of some other kind of, sick shit. And if he's not, then he's probably just starved for attention. All of these kids are probably just starved for attention because their parents are too busy paying attention to the damn media and what's going on in the world. And you got these kids like, oh yeah? Well, I believe in climate change. How dare you? Coming after me and wanting me to fix things. I mean, no, it's all wrong. There was probably something said at dinner, and then the next thing you know, these parents are like, you could
You could change the world, Greta. David, you don't believe in guns. Perhaps you should speak out.
No. Let these kids be kids. Take them out of the damn spotlight. Send them back to school. Make them shut up. Seen, not heard. That's what my dad always said about me. Now I'm trying to be heard and not seen. Wait, I'm still being seen. Hi, guys. You know what? I'm out. Hope you enjoyed the show. Like, subscribe, join the discourse. Let me know what's up. Hi, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the show tonight. Sorry if I got angry. Sorry I cut it short. Remember to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification because I don't. Just do it. That's why. Just do it. And this I'm going to put at the end of the video as well. That I'm probably not going to put at the end of any of the other ones because I really want this video right here to get some traction because it needs to be seen. But share this video with everyone. Everyone. Save James Younger. James Younger, save him. Come together. Poor kid.